Now let's set up the probability that a customer in a given segment will purchase a subscription. And that's going to be given by this formula as we have seen previously, where x is equal to a sensitivity rate multiplied by the difference between the current movie going rate, the average attendance, minus the break-even attendance. So the current average attendance, let's put here, say let's just put a placeholding value like 5, and then that minus the break-even attendance. We have break-even attendance calculated here. Okay. Now sensitivity times the rate difference. So we have the sensitivity is um, in this cell. Okay. That's again 3 is an initial value. We have to vary that and see how that will affect our profitability time this difference. Okay, so now we can set up the subscription probability, which is 1 over 1 plus, and E in Excel is EXP. Okay, and then we have minus X, X being that. Okay, close parenthesis, and we need one more, and that will give us the probability. So if the current movie going rate is say 0.1, then of course you will have a very small subscription probability. Okay. Now we can do some analysis with this for various movie going rates and then prepare a plot, which is what is already there in the textbook. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's assume that the sensitivity rate will try like 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Now these are the movie going rates, and you want to try 3 different sensitivity factors, and we want to prepare a table for the probability. So let's say equal to that value. Okay. So right now, so that's the probability, and I wanted to hide it, so I select white as the font color. So now we highlight this area as the data table, and we want to use movie going rate as the column input cell, which will be that, and then sensitivity is that. Okay, so data, what if analysis, data table. So column input cell is that, and row input cell is that. Okay, so that gives us the probabilities. Okay, let's format it. 4 decimal places. Okay. Now put the border back. Let's say that we want to prepare a chart of these probabilities for these sensitivities. So insert, and we want let's say we want that. Okay. Now we need to clean up the chart a little bit. So here x-axis is the movie going rate, which is good. Now we have these values 2, 3 and 5 is getting plotted as well. So let's go to select data, okay, and edit. Okay, so here we need to change that to L4 and M4 for the first one. Second one, get L4 and N4. L4 and O4. Okay, so now we have the charts. Now the legend here is not very instructive. We want to say this is sensitivity equal to 2, 3 and 5. So we can do that by setting up the legend here. Okay, so we can set up a formula, sensitivity equal to, close quote, and then use an ampersand and that. So okay, Excel doesn't like single quotes. I have to put double quotes there. Okay, so then now I can use this as our title, legend. So go to chart design, select data, and then series 1 name is that. So now that is sensitivity equal to 2 and sensitivity equal to 3 and sensitivity equal to 5. Okay, and that probability of subscription. Okay, to MoviePass. Now let's format the y-axis. Let's go to 1 and let's the number of decimal places to 2. Okay, now we can insert a reference line here to indicate that this is the break-even movie going rate. So insert shapes line. Okay, so let's say we create a line, move that line over here. Okay, and then we have to insert text. Okay, break even going rate, and move that over here, and maybe decrease the font size. Okay. So now we can experiment with the movie sensitivity, like you can change say to 0.2. Okay, if it's not at all sensitive, so if you put 0, of course no sensitivity, which means probability will be 0.5 for all sensitivity, all current movie going rates. So and what if it is really high sensitivity? So it's we are very optimistic. So then, as we get close to the break even, the probability of subscription just takes off and very quickly reaches almost certain. So that would be a very highly optimistic view. Okay, let's put it back to 5. So this is how we set up the probability and do some analysis with the probability.